Hey, what's up, everybody? How we doing? Okay, I had a bit of spare time, so I thought we'd have another video. So I'm just chilling at home, and this one popped up by Call of Duty, and it's DSP won't do an interview with Review Tech USA because he's afraid he'll be asked about the incident. If you don't know what the incident is, it's so I just thought we'll take a quick look, see what old Davy boy has to say about the situation. Let's go.
The Bendernator tipped me a
Oh,
$1.50.
the
Said, "Are you doing
Bendernator.
well?" Or actually, he says, "I hope your day is going well." I noticed Rich from VTech USA uses you as his background image on his computer. Is he trying to bait you into his podcast again? No, not to my knowledge. Rich comes by every
He
once
should
in a
be
while
the
and says
background of
hello on screen,
everyone's
and every once in a
computer. Can you
while,
imagine
he'll
having
be
like Dave
he
as
actually
like
has
as soon as you log in, just his
paid
face?
membership to this channel.
Just
And every once in a while, he'll toss a super chat and say, "Hey, what's up?" or say something pertinent about what we're doing, and that's about it. He hasn't tried to convince me to be in his content again at all. I think he learned his lesson,
If I remember correctly, when Dave was on Twitch, Rich from Review Tech sent him some bits or whatever the hell you call him, sent him some bits and asked him to come on his podcast. And then Dave flipped out because he thought basically he was just going to get mocked for a few hours. I'm sure this is where we're going with this one.
I keep telling him, listen, if you want to do something, that's legit. Like, you're going to do a
Legit.
podcast or a show.
If you don't want to go run drugs to Mexico, I'm in.
About gaming culture, something that I can contribute to being a 13-plus year content creator who's played almost every major release under the sun, and you feel like if there's some kind of expertise or even just me adding my commentary to the situation would be something productive, then I would do it. I said that. Okay.
If you need help to see if the game has lag issues, Dave's the man to call. His expertise about how moves don't come out, how lags, and how everyone in the comments tells me that he spams G's in every single game.
Okay.
Expertise.
And I'm like, okay, sounds good.
Sounds
he's never
good.
committed to that. Every time that he talks to me about being on his show, I say, okay, well, what's it gonna be? And the first time he goes, oh, well, it's just gonna be an open stream where you and I are talking, and we just let anyone just ask any question.
There it is.
That totally couldn't possibly go the wrong way, Rich.
This guy is so scared. So scared about what people think about him. So self-conscious, because he knows full well if he goes on Rich's show, we're all going to turn up and ask him some real questions. Like, where's Ket? Does Jasper Kitty have a gold necklace? Because you spend so much money on him. Them kind of questions. How's WWE champions? He's just so scared of it.
Totally people
Big hard Dave.
Immediately start insulting my family members and my wife and bringing up personal shit that has nothing to do with me or my content.
Why would we insult his wife?
A non-curated.
Hi, is that Rich on the phone? Hi, Rich. I'm watching your podcast. Did you know Ket looks like a horse?
What is that, stupid? And the answer is yes, it is stupid. That would be really dumb. Especially when I'm already the victim of online harassment, left, right, and all over the place, right? And now, you have people...
It's not harassment. It's just people like us. It's just like, you get baffled by his begging and his lying and all them kind of things. It's not harassment. Like, I don't think about this piece of shit all the time. I just listen to him and think, what an asshole. Let's have a little talk about it.
We're just going to come in and just do it again, right? So, no, why would I put myself into that situation? You know what I'm saying? Like, that would be really stupid.
Checking his phone.
That situation.
Has anyone paid
then
me?
I go back to him and I'm like, I'll be on your show.
If come on, it's coming.
Give me something.
Ching 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 ching.
Because the thing is,
if you give me something or a reason to be on it, I wonder what the reason could be. Could it be fame, exposure, or it's on the tip of my tongue?
Here's the thing.
Money.
Think of it from this perspective, okay? Rich, and by the way, I swear to God, I'm not insulting Rich.
Oh, here we go. I'm not shitting on Rich.
Really not.
Next 20 minutes shitting on Rich.
Rich is the kind of content creator, all right?
Go on.
He started off as an actual tech reviewer, right? Now, I think we can all agree he had some level of success doing that, but failed doing that as a full-time profession. He realized he couldn't do that anymore. He had to change up what he did on YouTube to be successful. So instead of being a tech reviewer, he started covering gaming news. He started playing and reviewing games. He started then...
It's done it for like 10 years or so. So he's probably just bored. He probably just wants to do something different.
He's branching out and covering just general world news.
Even if he doesn't, who gives a shit what he does? It's up to him.
For people on the internet with the way that he has this commentary that he adds to news and stuff, okay? Now, that's all well and good, and the truth is that he actually has a good following for doing it, and he makes a good living doing it, from what I'm to understand, right?
He makes a good living out of it. He just has to say that part. If Dave is, oh God, the money. Like runs through, he's got like dollar bills running through his veins. That's how he's, oh, this guy's mad.
But because of the nature of what he does, all right, he has to find ways to fill content. You understand?
Oh God, here we go.
It's not like me, any day, I turn on my stream, it's like, what's Phil doing today? I don't know, Phil has
jerking off.
too much to do. He's got Elden Ring, he's got Horizon Forbidden West, he's still doing an awesome ongoing playthrough of
Begging segment.
Skyrim, right? He's doing Street Fighter, which
Contribution segment.
is really cool. He's got Dying Light 2 on hold. WWE 2K22 just came out. He can't even play that.
You are not allowed to play W bloody E or whatever the hell they call it, 22, the new wrestling game that's just come out. If he plays that, he's asking for it, and you know what the comments are going to be. So how much did Hulk Hogan cost, Dave? And questions like that. Oh, is that the Ultimate Warrior, Dave? Or whatever hell they'll... Ric Flair. I suppose he's begged for this. You have to let me know. I bet he's put like a begging segment up for someone to buy him WWE 2K on both consoles, of course, because trolls, man.
New games coming out. Like, I have
I know what I'm saying.
Too much
this guy,
to do
so unreal.
on a daily
Gives
basis.
me a headache.
I actually have to pick and choose the content that I put out because there's too much to do.
This one's paying, I pick this one. No one's paying me for this one, I won't pick that one.
What's going to bring views to my channel? Because I don't do things of substance, I do things of fluff. So I have to find what's the drama fluff that...
The fact that Dave thinks he does something of substance is absolutely mind-boggling. This is delusion on the highest level. You got Cat upstairs, passed out on the bed from Xanax, and this bastard down here lying to people.
I can do today
substance.
To try to bring views to my content and get people to contribute to my content. You understand? That, in my opinion, it's like...
Go on.
I would never want to do that. I would rather be... even though I know doing what I do is way less profitable than being someone who's a drama hound who jumps on every piece
way
of
less profitable. 7 grand a month.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we all know that kind of content creator. We've seen them. There's Keemstars and a million other people just like Keemstar who copy.
You can't leave Keemstar alone, can he?
You got people like Rich, who's kind of like, he's definitely nowhere. And I want to clarify myself here. Rich is Review Tech USA is nowhere near the level of toxic and hurtful to the world as Keemstar.
Keemstar is a prick, but he gets off on this stuff. He just feeds him. He just feeds him. I mean, like, for all of Keemstar's things, he's retired now at 40 with loads of money. And here's Dave begging for WWE Champions money. It's like, just needs to shut the hell up, man.
He's not, okay? He does things that are stupid and are hurtful. But in no way do I think Rich has ever done anything close to the realm of the fucked up stuff that Keemstar has done. So I just want to clarify that. I actually don't think that Rich has greedy, bad intentions behind his actions like other people do, okay? But he's definitely a content creator that relies on what can I do or what drama is here today.
He's trying his best to basically say,
okay,
Rich is a prick, but not as much as Keemstar. They're not the same, but they're the same, the drama YouTubers.
He immediately will get a boost of attention because my fans, as well as all of my rabid asshole detractors, will...
I just love him when he does that. With rabid asshole detractors.
Flock to his content, okay? If he's nice to me on his show, he now is putting himself in the line of fire with all of my detractors who or hoping nothing but that he will just trash me the entire time. This has happened on several different occasions.
Right, so I'm guessing he's going to go into the interview he did with a quartering. But a quartering didn't really go in on him. And I know a lot of people are disappointed about that. But just to get Dave on your podcast is pretty much like the second coming of Christ. It's very rare. So at least the quartering got him on there. And he asked a few questions. It was all right. You know, but basically he's saying if you be nice to Dave, Rich is going to get a load of shit. And if he doesn't lay into him, he's not going to please the detractors. It's just excuses, basically. We know the drill by now.
Podcast, had me just in an interview, had me on a piece of content, and because someone didn't just sit there razzing me or shitting on me constantly, they then got the ire of my hateful groups for a while. You're right?
I'd love to give him an interview. I'm sure his fans are in here right now. Hi. Can you ask Dave? Would like to have a little chat with me.
Seriously. To this day, there's still people who still get that shit just because they were nice to me. All right? So...
God's sake. Oh, I'm going to be nice to you. I love your beard.
Just think of it like this. If I'm on Rich's show, he's got every reason to be a jerk to me. To bring up nasty stuff, to bring up drama. Every time Rich brings me up, what picture of this?
There it is. There's the scene. Go on, son.
From the incident.
Tug it.
You know, the incident that was 6 fucking years ago and literally no one talks about or cares about anymore. Except him, like, he can't get past that one moment in time.
Yeah.
To him, that's the most dramatic moment that ever happened. The most
pretty much is, isn't it?
Happened in my career online. So to him, that's the moment to reference because that's what brings him views and attention. You see what I'm saying? That running joke that he can't get over is the end all be all of my existence on the internet because that's when he brings it up. Haha, everyone laughs at.
That's so not true. Your gameplay, your begging, your bad attitude, the way you tell people to fuck off all the time. These are all reasons, not just the jerking off. I think I've matched their faces up there, if you look. I think I've got the head back in the couch and the head back in his office chair. Yeah, 6 years apart, still pulling it.
Phil, and then he can get some extra views and money. That's why he does it. If he was actually respectful, he would say, okay, there's someone who's been around for 13 years making content. Probably that one moment really sucked, but that's not the end all be all. Let's maybe stop referencing that one moment because it's tired at this point. It is. It's really tired that someone would just constantly be bringing up.
It's not true. It makes me laugh every single time I see it.
I've been so far removed.
And again.
I've completely changed who I am as a content creator.
Call the dude, he's gone in on him here.
I'm the same person from 6 years ago.
No.
To bring it up is like dumb. You're bringing up dead past.
6 years ago, he was begging for taxes money and to save his house, which he spent to go get married to Kat.
So that's what I mean.
Here he is doing the exact same thing every day on YouTube.
He'd be nice to me for a while.
6 years ago.
All of a sudden he'd turn and immediately become dramatic and start bringing up dumb shit. And everyone gets a laugh at my expense. How does it help me? How does me being on Rich's content help? In reality, too, even if he didn't do that, let's say he actually had a legit...
I agree, it will not help him, because he's an irredeemable asshole. Look at the head back there. Now that is a freeze frame. He's an irredeemable asshole. There's no one in the world that can save this guy. He can't even save himself. The bare minimum, all we'll get out of it is a laugh. He'll get nothing.
Show discussing gaming topics, right? And I'm going to have...
Yeah. How do you cheese out and ring, Dave?
Okay, great. How does that benefit me? What is my content? My content is a podcast every morning and playing games all day.
Begcast.
Honest.
Trying to play games.
Is it It's not reactionary. It's reactive, right? Content. Like, I react to what I'm seeing in the game. I comment over it. I give you honest reactions.
I tried to watch his commentary and it's... My move didn't come out. That's bullshit, man. The lag, man. Then he'll stop it. And he'll be, we're halfway through the show now. I've been here 1 hour. We've got 1 hour left. And the contributions are really low tonight. And I don't know why, man. And then he carries on. Lag, man.
Honest opinions.
It's awful.
Together. We have a good interaction.
It is awful.
Definitely the social aspect of my stream is one of the positive things. So... how exactly do I gain from being in his content?
You don't. Been through that.
Think about that. Now, could I gain from him being in my content? Maybe if one of these days on a morning podcast, I said, Ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to have Rich on the podcast, and we're going to have about a half an hour discussion.
Could you imagine being on his podcast, talking him and someone sitting next to him, or Rich on the internet, and they're both talking about contributions and about his hat and his gunner glasses and that? It'll be absolutely pathetic. Dave has nothing to offer us, him or anyone. His podcast is not a podcast. No one wants to hear about him ordering DoorDash. How boring is that?
Discussion about this and this, and I think that Rich could actually weigh in on this topic, and we could have a good conversation about it. That might help, because some of his viewers might want to come over and check out my content because he's in it and see that the podcast is something fun.
That's
Maybe
not
they want to check out the
content.
podcast
It's
moving
not
forward. Maybe
content.
even that will seep into some of my content. But literally, me being in his content is 100% benefit to him, 0 benefit to me. And by the way, we'll just stir up more drama because that will just get my haters going again. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it would.
What is the point?
Honestly, if he went on Rich Review Tech, RTU, whatever the hell you want to call it, if he went on his podcast, it would be the best thing ever. Like, if Rich asks him the real questions, you know, imagine that. Imagine be like, so Dave, thanks for coming on the podcast. So, how are contributions? Are they okay? And he'll be like, no, man, they're really low, man. I don't know what's going on, man. And yeah, it's okay, Dave. So, let's talk about when you jerked off on camera, Dave. How was that? Why don't you keep bringing it up, man? It'd be amazing.
And the answer is there's none. There's literally no reason for me to be in it. It would have to be like, I feel like I'm doing a favor for the guy.
Oh.
Right? He's going to do something interesting.
Pioneer Dave doing favors.
So I'm doing him a favor. Now,
Yeah.
how many favors has Review Tech USA done to me over the years? Well, gee, there was the time when he said that DSP gaming was failing.
Yep,
And that I was going to go out of business if I didn't change my ways.
True.
There was the time when he showed that my views were going down on the channel.
Very,
and that
very
the
true.
sky was falling and the world was ending. There was the time when he showed my face from the incident 7,000 times in his content because he thinks it's funny when it's just immature and it's hurtful.
Yeah.
There was. Can I keep going? Should I keep going?
He always says the word hurt. Does he look hurt? He looks hurt, don't he?
I think you see my point. Like, he is the ultimate fair weather guy. If things are okay for him, then he's cool with everyone. But the moment that he needs something for a piece of content to bring attention to his content so he can make money for the day, it's time to
Make
shit on
money
everyone.
for the day.
It's time to bring up someone in a negative.
How can people earning money is a bad thing when Dave's whole existence is about earning money? Like, it's like, oh, of course Review Tech USA wants more views. You want more views, Dave. I want more views. Everyone wants more views. There's nothing wrong with that. Have a bit of an ambition, you lazy little fuck. Get off your ass and do something for your channel. Driving me mad
To
now.
bring up the embarrassing moment. It's you know what I mean? And I am not stupid.
You are.
I know the kind of person that he is. I know
Yeah,
that he
he's
needs
a
that. He needs
step
that
below
toxic
Keemstar.
shit constantly going for him.
It's
to
not
keep
even
his
toxic
viewership,
shit.
Because unlike me,
Okay.
Rich fed into it. I try to stay away from it. I try to make sure my stream chat is monitored. I don't want to talk about drama from outside of my streams. If something happens on my stream, that's one thing. But there's so much white noise bullshit that these idiots try to pull me into on a daily basis. And you've noticed, I ignore all of it. I pay attention to none of it. Phil, did you hear that this happened over here on this? I don't care. Fuck off. And if you mention it again, you're gone. That's not
I don't care. Fuck off. If you mention it again, you're gone. But you see, I just ignore it, man.
what the stream is about. Okay? We're here to have fun.
Fun.
Have a good time.
Yeah, it's a great time.
With what we're doing here on stream. That's it. That's all I care about. We're trying, a protected community, a fair community, a fun community, not something that's drama all the time. I want to stay away from it. Rich is the opposite. Rich was realizing he was failing as a content creator.
Again, he didn't fail. He did quite well for himself. It's an oversaturated market, tech now, anyway. Everyone goes to the same three guys, Marcus Brownlee and Linus and everything. And it's good to diversify. Who wants to do the same thing for God knows how long? You know what I mean? If you can change it up, change it up. I don't see the problem.
Doing the stuff that
It's your channel. Do what the hell you want with it.
The way that I can be successful is to feed into the trolls, to feed into the toxicity. Let me kiss chickens. Let me suck cucumbers. Let me take my shirt off on stream. Like, I know I bring up those three things all the time, but those are the three perfect
That's the key point. He brings up those things, three things all the time. And what's the three things Rich brings up about him? And he's mentioned it in his video. Oh, Rich always talks about me jerking off on camera because he thinks it's funny, which it is. Oh, yeah, but there he is sucking cucumbers and chickens and everything, and he keeps saying that all the time. So it's like 50-50. You're doing the exact same thing, Dave. You can't realise that, obviously.
Examples of the things that he's done over the
Stupid
years
asshole.
to try to get that negative, toxic, lol cow attention,
Which
and
is you.
buy into the nasty shit that people say about him. He's like, oh, I might as well profit off of it. But the problem is when you
He
go
learned
there,
not to take himself
ever
too
go back.
seriously, Dave.
You've lost credibility. You've lost any kind of seriousness. You are a joke now.
You
so
are.
now you must be a joke forever and always make money being a joke because you went to that level. You understand? I'm not going there because I feel that what I do has credibility.
Oh
Does it have
my
mainstream
God.
credibility? Am I ever going to be insanely popular and make tons
No.
of money? No. But what I do is value. People tell me every day, Phil, what you do is value. Your
What
place is a cool place to
people?
hang out and have a good time with you. I wouldn't want to ruin that.
Swaggins? Swaggins, maybe? Sidella? Who else? Who tells him does this guy make people's lives better? Oh,
For the sake of making a buck. You understand? I would never want to go there.
this man would suck off a cucumber to make a buck. And that's, you know, that's the least he would do. I could bet my balls that one day you'll find Dave on a street corner in a pair of high heels and a skirt. Anything for a buck.
Because that destroys any credibility that I've had for 13 years as a content creator.
Never had
And
any.
the thing is, are there moments,
Yep.
okay, that I've fucked up and done stupid shit? Yes, they were well documented. Trust me, they're all over the internet, well documented.
Oh,
But I do my
everywhere.
best to learn from those incidents and become a better person and content creator.
Please say.
Rich feeds into those incidents to make profit. And that's the difference between me and him. So what possible benefit could there be from me ever associating myself with him? And that's his own fault. If he had stayed credible, or at least tried to stay credible in some way.
DSP calling people out for being credible. The man who cheats his fans out of money every single day that vote for games for him to play. Fans, they just give and give and give for his house that he needs saving. He comes back with a wedding ring. Credible Dave.
Maybe I would, oh wow, yeah, sure, I'd love to be on his show. He's known for a guy who covers these insightful topics and really, no, he's a joke. He made himself a joke.
No, you're a
Profit.
joke.
He realized that, I guess that's the best way to make a living on YouTube. As you know, I don't make my living on YouTube. I make a living as a streamer and a YouTuber and everything else. I'm crowdfunded by you guys, and you guys like what I do, right?
Yeah, I love
never
it.
had to lower myself all the way down to that level because I refuse to.
I remember one of his bedcasts. It was I want to say it was Thanksgiving or Christmas or something. Someone donated him like $50 and he dropped to his knees with prayer hands. Just dropped down, like got right on that sausage, and he was like, "Oh, thank you, thank you." I can't remember which one it was. Someone must know what I'm talking about. Oh, Dave. And his extremely high standards.
Want to have credibility at the end of the day, even if it's only for a few hundred people. It's better to have credibility for a few hundred people than to just be everyone's fucking whipping boy and joke on the internet.
You are that.
And I
You
can't
exactly
stop
that.
from being a whipping boy or a joke. There will always be thousands upon thousands of people who are just stupid and just believe the memes and believe the bullshit about me. And
We
I can't
watch you
stop
do
that.
it.
But as long as I put out
Calm
content
down.
that's meaningful, even for just a few hundred people, that in my mind is better than just profiting off of being an asshole. And I'm not going to go there. So why would I want to be in his content? Why would I want to feed into his memes? You know? The fact that every single moment he talks about me has that fucking face says something.
Dave
what
is
I'm
a
saying?
meme. He's the biggest meme on the internet. All right. There we go. Thanks, Call of Duty, for the video. That was really funny. I love Dave. I love how he always gets on his high horse. And, like, you know, he's a 13-year content creator with extremely high standards, and Rich is sucking off cucumbers and being a loud cow and all that. I just love it when he goes on them rants. Just because he's just so deluded, and yeah, that shit's funny. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you next week on the next ones. Bye bye.